Wow, it's gonna be a lot of hard work today, but get it done eventually. So, here's the thing. I've been requested to advertise Acti Labs, one of their products called HydraSlam, and I'm supposed to be working on an animation of a slightly larger person walking and becoming thinner as they walk, while also holding a HydraSlam bottle. So I have to put that in her hands as if she's pulling it out of nowhere, because that's what cartoons do. They pull stuff out of nowhere. So right now I'm in the beginning phase of that. As you can see, she's looking down. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So if you want to watch it, great. If you don't, whatever. I really don't care. I'm using a really different way to animate, if you haven't noticed. I like using Paint Tool Sai and just multiple layers. So you can see I have over 49 of them. And this is the first time I've actually ever used this strategy to animate. I actually save all of these frames into a folder that I'm using, and it's different, and it's actually more time consuming than Flash, but you get used to it. I also don't have Toon Boom. I'm poor. That's alright. So yeah, using layers actually isn't as bad as I think. I can rename any of the layers that I want, even though I really don't feel like it. I usually keep track of them by looking at the percentage on the opacity level, and that's fine. So I don't know why I did that. That was actually stupid. Paste that there and then reduce the opacity now. Just wanted to give you guys like a quick tutorial how I do animate with Paint Tool Sai and using Sony Vegas Pro to put all those frames together. So right now I did want to finish up or picking up the bottle, but I might actually show you guys first how I take those frames out of that folder. And I have to export every single frame. That's why it's so tedious. I export every single frame into a JPEG file, and I actually put them here, so. And it's really long. I end up having to stretch this out, so I end up fitting everything in there. Find it. Document? I'll find it. Here it is. As you can see, I have all of these frames, and I don't know why that's safe. I'm going to move. Looks like I stopped at frame 41. Of course I go in order after that. I've only done like these couple of frames, so. When I shorten these in length, it makes it so much easier to do the same thing, manage. I hate this process, I really do. It's like the worst part, but it's also the best because you're actually bringing all of this animation together. And you know, after, actually I lied. This isn't my first time working with Paint Tool Sai to animate really. In my last video, I learned that it's actually really fun to animate that way. That Spanish project that I did. Actually thought it was really cute. And it's not that bad. It's not as bad as Flash, at least. Drawing with Flash is it's really hard to do, since a lot of the lines that you use when you draw are just kind of, I don't know how to explain it. They just, they move to kind of like default straighten out. I don't remember what they call it. It's not tapering, but they kind of move your line to where they think you want it to go. And I'd show you an example, but Flash takes like forever to open, so and I don't really care for that. Paint tool size is so much smoother with the lines, and I've got higher quality on these JPEGs. Also, my computer has plenty of storage to handle taking an image as a frame. So that's going to probably be the way that I'll be animating for a good while, till I get off to college and start working with hopefully Toon Boom and Harmony. Oh, that's gonna be so exciting. Can't wait for college. Can't wait to leave high school. School actually sucks. What are my nuggets? Yeah. Too many. Weird. Oh, because it's not supposed to. For the most part, though, it is pretty fun animating with paint tool side. It's definitely not the most, not the best way. I don't recommend it unless you plan on spending a long time, because it's probably running at like less than 12 frames per second, since I do get kind of lazy as an artist who wants to animate using really smooth tapered lines. And you know, getting used to Flash after a while, I start to get like really impatient. But you can see each of these frames that I have to redraw, but the lines look really smooth, and you can actually make out what the image is. And no, I don't plan on going back and coloring, because this took so long. In fact, the power went out a couple days ago, and I ended up losing a majority of this and having to go back and start over. So I'm really conscientious now. I have to, is that a word? Did I use that right? Whatever. I have to be mindful and definitely save my images. So man, I was so heartbroken when I lost all of that work. It was just gone. Everything that I had worked on, and it just kind of disappeared. And there is no autosave. There's no such thing as autosave on Paint Tool Sci program. And it makes me sad because I really, really love this, and I don't plan on switching to any other sort of drawing software because they all suck and they're not free. So, it's just me being dumb, not saving my work. That's what I get. Trying to animate while it's storming outside. Either that or I need to invest in some sort of surge suppressor or a battery saver of some sort where it gives my computer a little extra time to save my work. But I can't afford that right now. I apologize for being not only alone today, but I'm not even playing any music to compensate. Because I found out Twitch actually got kind of mad at me for using a little bit of music on my live stream, so they didn't ban me, but I just chose not to use Twitch to do this today. But why not YouTube? My art channel. Look at her neck. Her neck, giraffe. So good at art. She's gonna be Hydra Slim bottle, so little stick arm. I don't know. I'm just gonna make up a frame here. Because I don't really, I've never had any sort of like animation classes, and I am self-taught, and you know, rarely do I ever look up animation tutorials or anything. Seems really stupid, right? You know, I want to become an animator, but I'm not even like trying. But where was I going with this? Sorry guys, I've got a bad memory. But yeah, I have absolutely no experience, like real experience whatsoever animating. Sometimes I just kind of make up frames when I don't really know how to transition smoothly between motions and how people move. I've got the walking thing down, but right now I refuse to animate any sort of not human motion, animal walking, animal motion, because it's they have 4 legs and we have 2. The only sort of movement that I'm used to seeing is walking, because as a person myself, you know, I pay attention to these sort of things, especially when I'm about to animate. But this frame in itself doesn't even make sense. I don't know why her thumb is there. I guess I just don't know how to draw. Her thumb shouldn't even be there, but it was too late. So that's her hand. I have to look at my own body parts to kind of understand how she would be. To understand hand positions. It's so weird. Yeah, she'd be holding. I think. Sure. Let's just pretend that's so. So because I already have the transition, of her being thin. At this point, I'm just kind of copy pasting the previous layer frames onto new layers, and technically that's how I animate, or that's how I'm going to be doing it as she is lifting up the bottle. So, and I should be doing like a double onion. You know what that means. I really don't feel like explaining it right now, but I should have the other opacity dropped from my previous frame when she is lifting up the bottle. That's probably what a professional animator would do, but because I suck, I to. And there's another frame to look at. Why do I even have to look at that one? I really don't, but just want this frame where she's picking up the hydrosol bottle. Actually a genius. Because I still want her to have that walking animation as she is holding up this bottle, her being the same thinness, same body shape that she is now. I want her to slowly get bigger again as she is picking up the Hydro Slim bottle, because this animation is supposed to kind of represent transition into thinness. I can't think of the word. It's a little more accurate. So you're if I do add color, it's probably only going to be either to the Hydro Slim bottle and just on the label, because you want to be able to see that. It's supposed to be purple. Just to maybe get whoever's watching this animation, we want to get their attention. I don't know where this will be posted. Hopefully it doesn't turn into some TV commercial or anything, because this is really, really bad. I'm trying my best. It would just really suck. I ended up seeing somewhere. But, you know, it's practice. I feel like I'm getting better. Just animation itself, by practicing, you really can't get better with, obviously get better with learning, but practice makes perfect. Look at her nose. I didn't know exactly how to animate this, make her like a skinny legend, but I want head tilting almost back up. You know what? Maybe not. I'll keep her head down here. Just love how I forget like the most important details. Like where her hairline ends. That's kind of important. I have to go back and redraw like I'm about to do. This is super. Look at that. That. Okay. So yeah, it looks like I'll have her keep her head down, at least somewhat, to take a look at this Hydro Slim bottle she's drinking. Just want to show you guys, animation is a tedious process. Sometimes it's really frustrating. Some days it's like really, really relaxing. In this case, I'm feeling somewhat relaxed. So yeah, that's pretty good. Next frame. Off. Must have been. Didn't I just do that one? I didn't do that one, did I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. That's it is. Obviously. It's that copy. Should have been able to tell because I just wanted to make sure. Also might need it after copying and pasting it. I'm just gonna take that off then. This one she's bringing her hand up and I forgot to add her fingers. I actually really don't care. I'm supposed to be picking up the higher slim ball. It's gonna be weird. I want to have her head kind of stay the same the whole time too, and be super consistent rather than her face shape changing every 3 seconds. It's just gonna be really odd, but hopefully I can stay consistent enough, maybe make her blink to divert any sort of attention or moving head. This is what an amateur animator would do. not even kind of like sketch out the frames, just straight up draw it until it looks somewhat decent, but it's not really what's supposed to be done, I don't think. I don't know, maybe they do. And they're just really good at it, but right now you can see the consistency sort of fading as she lifts the bottle. Actually too small. I'm not picky, and I should be. Really should be picky. Let's just erase her neck. Until we, for some reason, get it to, without shifting her neck entirely, because that's kind of weird. It's probably just not going to happen due to the way that her body is positioned. That kind of sucks. I don't think anyone's watching my stream, because I really do not stream YouTube. Oh no, 2 people are watching. That's pretty awesome. I also don't know where anything is. Am I still streaming? I don't even know if I'm still streaming. Oh god, that sucks. Hello? It is. Oh, it's Caleb. Babe. Now I have to fix her face. Being very consistent with these pants. It's obvious she's not wearing leggings. Even though it looks like it, she's pretty darn thin. Or realistically, a shrinking animation wouldn't, obviously wouldn't happen that fast. Even if it did, her clothes wouldn't shrink. They shouldn't. Kind of odd. To try to keep it as close as possible. Last, try to just move her. And I know the one thing is probably the most important. If you think that she's missing something, you would be right. And it's not like I could go back and add them to every single stupid frame. Even if I did, it would make the whole animation look like garbage. Is her eyebrows. She has no eyebrows, and if I feel like if I randomly just try to implement some eyebrows now, then they'll notice if anyone tries to replay the animation that she has absolutely none. So we're just going to pretend that her hair has been covering her eyebrows this entire time. So that it really sucks. no one's hair realistically does this. If anybody's hair looks like this, they would honestly have a weird bump. I don't know what you'd call this. Probably look like an alien. She was bald. But it's kind of cute. It still sort of resembles that she's got her hair in like a ponytail. Like, let's just pretend her ponytail is really messy. Because that's not what I'd want my head to look like, to be honest with you. Animation is exhausting. So it's just gonna reduce the opacity. Tell which one I'm working on. In fact, you know what? I'm really, really tired today. No, exhausted. I'm just gonna save this. I'm gonna go ahead and quit. Yeah, guys, bye.